of the recommendations, and I convinced the other member to agree for, because we have to go by unanimous decision. If 4 people are there, if 3 people decide one candidate, the fourth expert has to accept, because majority does not err. Majority decision has to be respected. Anyway, that was a small anecdote which I wanted to share. Professor C.P. Chaudhury is a very senior professor of education. He did his PhD from Jamia Millia Islamia, because Jamia Millia Islamia was a product of freedom struggle, and Gandhi ji is one of the founders. Mahatma Gandhi is one of the founders of that university, which later became university. Earlier it was a deemed university. And the Department of Education there is the oldest department. Professor Chaudhury was in various, innumerable committees of UGC, and he has a vast experience, and he will share with you his thoughts on higher education. He will be talking, I think, choice-based, education system. UGC keeps bringing out new, every 3 years, every 4 years, a new system is introduced. After choice-based credit system, the UGC introduced learning outcome-based, system. UGC has not so far matured. The rules and regulations should be final, and we keep on revising now and then. We will be fortunate enough to listen to Professor Chaudhury Saab. Sir, the floor is yours now.
Thank you, Professor Vidyapur. Very happy to see you after a long time.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you.
And you appear to have changed a little.
Ji.
Okay, that's nice, huh? Very nice to see you again. Anyway, so let us start our business. The topic assigned to me is choice-based credit system. This is a scheme of evaluation, in order to bring about some improvement in the evaluation system. This scheme has been put forward by the UGC. And in fact, the UGC started working on it even before National Policy on Education was launched. So in fact, choice-based credit system, CBCS, is a part of implementation of NEP 2020. So we'll talk about it. I welcome everybody, all the participants who have joined us from different parts of the country.
Yes,
sir. Because this is a little technical, topic, so I have to share the screen with you with my PowerPoint presentation, so that you understand things better. कोशिश करते हैं. So did you get it? दिखाई दे रहा है?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's very nice. That's really very nice. So this is our starting point, and under this, these are the points that we'll be discussing here today. Meaning, need, and importance of CBCs. And what is the need and what is the significance? We'll talk about this. And definitions and meanings of certain important terms and concepts which are part of CBCs. And then course structure of undergraduate classes under this CBCS. And then details of credits assigned to each course or paper, and also of the total program like BA, BSc, BCom. And then we'll also discuss computation method of semester GPA and cumulative GPA for the entire course of, say, 6 semesters. And then we will also briefly talk about the pattern of postgraduate courses as per choice-based credit system. So these are the points which we'll cover in our 1.5 hours discussion. In fact, as you know, I hope you have all read the document which was circulated by the MHRD, NEP 2020, and under this program, the Government of India proposes to transform higher education system in a big way in terms of structure, curricula, pedagogical aspects, and also evaluation. So these are the 4 important aspects of any educational program or any education system: its structure and its curriculum, and then the teaching approaches, and then the evaluation system. So NEP 2020 has proposed important reforms in all these 4 aspects of education. And in fact, NEP 2020 has given a fresh definition of a university. And what a university means, according to NEP 2020, is that a university is a multidisciplinary institution with provision of undergraduate and postgraduate education, research, and community engagement. So this is how a university has been defined by National Education Policy of 2020. So these are 3-4 points here. One thing is that a university has to be a multidisciplinary institution. That means no university will now be a monodisciplinary. I mean, single faculty universities or the single faculty institution should not remain. That is what policy means. And every institution should have undergraduate as well as postgraduate studies, and also at the same time it should be involved actively in research activities and also community engagement. So these are in fact 3 or 4 functions that a university or any institution of higher education must discharge. And as a part of multidisciplinary university, the proposal is to have flexible curricula. This is one. Flexible curriculum should be flexible, should not be a like hard choice or limited choice. University should offer flexible choice of subjects to the students, and then teaching should be ICT enabled. That means information and communication technology should become a part of our teaching learning process. And then also choice-based credit system should be implemented by the universities, which is a reform in our education evaluation system. And overall objective of NEP 2020 is to achieve uniformity over all the institutions in the country as well as internationally, so that our degrees are recognized worldwide as they are. So these are a few things which are proposed, broadly proposed in the NEP 2020. The major changes which are proposed, the objective is to improve access of education. That means we should take our higher education to as many people as possible, because higher education has been within the reach of very small population of very small part of our population, although number has significantly improved during the last 20 years. And then government also wants to ensure equity. That means, higher education should be available and to everybody who deserves and desires. And then its efficiency should improve and it should become relevant to the social needs. And at the same time, we should have some institutions of academic excellence. So these are, 5 basic objectives which our higher education is supposed to achieve within the next 40 years, the time which has been given by the government for implementation of NEP 2020. And then there is a provision of free and flexible choice of subjects, which is based on the ability, interest, and aptitude of learners. So this is that means the attempt and the effort is to make higher education as psychology based as possible. That means it should be based on the ability, interest, and aptitude of learner. So this is one important aspect of NEP 2020. And then one thing is that replacing conventional numerical marking system in assessment by grading system in line with the international standards. This is an important reform because traditionally we have been following the system of numerical marking in evaluation for a long time. And we have proposed certain changes in it over time, but nothing substantial has taken place. But now, in the CBCS system, the government wants to implement a grading system instead of a numerical mark, because it is a part of the international practices. Almost everywhere in the world, grading system is followed for assessment of students' performance in higher education. So this is one. And then introduction of vocational element in general education programs so that employment opportunities are enhanced. This is a new and important aspect of NEP 2020. Because so far in general education courses like BA, BSc, BCom, MA, MSc, MCom, there was no vocational element. In fact, when students came out of a university with a degree or with a certificate, he didn't know where to go, because he was not trained in any vocational skill. And he applied at different places, sometimes, in the bank, sometimes in the higher education institution, sometimes in the office and so on, because he didn't know where to go. So now, somehow the government of India, recognized this problem and decided to introduce vocational courses even in general education program. So certain vocational elements will be introduced as a part of CBCS. And then other aspects of education like research. Research has to be promoted in a big way because as far as I can think, that research is the weakest component of our higher education system, both in terms of quality as well as quantity. So through this NEP 2020, the government of India wants to bring about major improvement in the quality of research being done in higher education institutions. Then another important thing is semester system and grading system. These are in fact two important things which have to be implemented before CBCS is implemented. So before implementing choice-based credit system, we have to ensure that all the institutions have implemented semester system in their examination, And also, instead of numerical marking, they implement grading system. So these two things are necessary before we are able to implement CBCS. So this requires, CBCS requires two basic changes: semester system and the grading system. Semester system has already been implemented in most of the universities, so that's not a big problem. So that a kind of uniformity has been achieved nationally as well as internationally, and then it also requires, I have told you, it requires grading system, and University Grant Commission has issued guidelines regarding uniform pattern of grading. UGC has already issued guidelines about it as to how many categories will be there as far as grading is concerned. UGC has proposed some 9 or 10 different categories or different grades. But how these grading will be implemented is left to the universities. So we'll talk about this thing ahead of. And then there are certain curricular transformations which have been proposed under CBCS. At the undergraduate level, both for pass and honors courses, 3 types of courses will be offered by all institutions. One is core courses, because all the courses have been divided into 3 categories, A, B, and C. And under A category, core courses are included, which will be compulsory in that particular program. And then we may call them main subjects also. And then the second set of subjects will be elective courses, optionals or subsidiary, whatever you may call. So one category of courses will be compulsory, and those courses will be called core courses. And the second category of courses will be elective courses. And third will be ability enhancement courses, which will have some vocational and compulsory elements also. And then environmental science, study of environmental science, and also study of communication skills. Will include, we'll talk about in detail later on. And then core courses will include compulsory from main subjects. In fact, in each area, there will be a list of main courses. Like say BA. If it is BA or BA honors, there will be a list of main courses, and student has to choose 3 out of them. 3 for pass courses, like BSc, physics, chemistry, mathematics, and so on, for any other subject. And then one will be for honors. For honor course, there will be 1 main subject only. So this is how core courses will be opted by the students. And then group B will have elective subjects. You may call them minors or subsidiary, whatever. And these electives will also be of 3 different types. These elective courses will also be of 3 different types. One will be discipline specific. Means these will be offered from the same discipline. And these will be taught by the main departments. So this is one, discipline specific. Second will be dissertation or project related course. In fact, as we know, training in research is not given anywhere in our higher education system, except in some courses at the postgraduate level, some dissertation or something. but not in other courses. And in some advanced countries, training in research is given even at the undergraduate level, so that students can undertake small research project and find out something meaningful to be useful for the society. So training in research is likely to be implemented at the undergraduate level. Do this. So a paper or a course in dissertation or project writing, and carrying out a research project will be introduced. But this will be optional, because some students may not like to offer it, and they can offer some academic courses in place of this research related course. So, but category A, discipline specific, these are compulsory, but these have to be chosen from a given list. And then third category of generic courses, these will be from an unrelated area and not chosen in category A or category B. I mean, third course will not be from category A, not be from the main ones, and it also will not be from the discipline specific electives. It has to be from an unrelated area. Means a student of science can opt a generic course of arts or social science, like that, so that his knowledge and education becomes broad-based. So this is a good idea. And then in category C, there will be ability enhancement courses, and these will also be two types. One will be compulsory courses and the other will be elective, but all will be ability enhancement courses. And compulsory will be environmental science and English or modern Indian language communication. See, these are two courses. One is in environmental science, and another course is in communication skills. And for that, the student may offer English communication or communication in any modern Indian language. So there's a choice between communication in English or communication in a modern Indian language. So these two will be compulsory courses. Environmental science will be compulsory for all, even for BA, for BSc, for BCom, everywhere. The component of category C will be compulsory for all, and communication will also be compulsory for all, but there will be a choice between English and modern Indian language. So this is how the papers will be chosen. And these will be skill-oriented programs, vocational and professional. Second part. First was two compulsory courses in category C, and this is second category. Second category will be a list of skill-oriented courses, vocational courses or professional courses related to job market demands. This is an important part. As I told you earlier, that so far we did not have any vocational element in general education course. Now every university had to assess the job market demands around it and accordingly introduce some vocational courses. So these courses will be skill oriented. And then a research component to be introduced. ये हम पहले बता चुके. Research component will be as a part of category B. But as I told you, it will be optional. If somebody doesn't want to offer it, he may replace it by some discipline specific electives or something. So this is about courses. And then another important point about CBCS is that students can move from institution to one institution to another any time and request for transfer of credits, because whatever credits he has earned in one institution, and if somehow he has to shift to another institution, the credit earned by him in the earlier institution, former institution, will be transferred to the second institution or the later institution. So that he doesn't lose the scope of learning and something, and he doesn't suffer in any way. So this is one proposal, and so that every course is assigned a certain minimum number of credits for the award of a degree. For example, suppose somebody is undergoing a course of BA honors or BSc honors, whatever. So, in order to earn a degree in it, he has to earn certain minimum number of credits. And similarly for MA, for all courses, for the award of degree, certain minimum number of credits have to be earned. We will talk about it later. Okay. So let us first see what credits mean. Meaning of credits. Let us first try to know it. A credit is a unit to measure hours of instruction per week. See, we have to understand it properly. Credit is a unit to measure hours of work, hours of instruction per week. Per week, how many hours have been devoted to a course? And that is a measure of number of credits for that. 1 credit per semester equals 1 hour of teaching. Okay, per week. See, 1 credit per semester equals 1 hour of teaching per week. And that includes lectures, tutorial, 1 hour in, 1 hour lecture, 1 hour tutorial, or 2 hours of practicals. 2 hours of practicals per week will be counted as 1 credit. You have to be sure about it. And for a given course, credits are number of contact or learning hours per week for the entire semester or term of study. See, this is the important sentence. For any given course means paper here, not the whole degree. For any given paper, credits are number of contact hours or the number of learning hours per week for the entire semester of study. Like a course of 4 learning hours per week for the entire semester is a 4 credit course. That means if for a particular paper, 4-hour classes are held per week, that means it is a 4 credit course. Okay. And then if in addition to those 4 learning hours, 2 hours practical or tutorial is also done, then 2 additional credit will be added, and total credits for that paper would be 6 credits, like that. So 4 credits for formal classroom teaching work, learning hours or contact hours, whatever you say, and then 2 for if there are 2 contact hours for practical work or tutorials, and therefore total credits for that course will be 6 credits. It will be called a 6 credit course, because in sciences there are practicals, but in other subjects where practicals are not there, tutorials may be there. Okay, and even field work may be there. So that practical work, tutorial work, and field work. These will also counted equivalent to learning hours. And then, as I told you earlier, credits earned in one institution are transferable to another. That means if a student studies for some time in one institution and earns certain credit, for example, say he studied in an institution for 1 year, for 2 semesters, and he earns, say, 12 credits. Then these 12 credits earned by him will be transferred to another institution where he will join after leaving the previous one. And therefore, each institution will have a academic bank of credits, ABC, academic bank of credits. Try to understand this point. In fact, like we have one section in the controller of examinations now, which maintains a record of the marks obtained by students in each subject in each examination. So it is the responsibility of controller of examination office to maintain record of students' achievement. Now, similarly, there will be a section in a university which will be called academic bank of credits, which will maintain a record of credits earned by each student. And when a student leaves one institution and joins another, these credits will be transferred to another institution. So that kind of arrangement will be made, and it's in the process of implementation. So now we'll talk about grade and grade point. See, in the previous slide, we talked about credits only. Okay, but now we'll talk about grade and grade points, because these three concepts are very closely related. So let us talk about grade. A grade is a symbol. Okay, a grade is a symbol. It can be a letter or a number, indicating performance level of a student in a given course or paper. Okay, it's a symbol which indicates the performance level of a student. Okay, so this is a grade. It's a symbol only. A numerical weight assigned to a grade is grade point for that grade. See, for example, for A grade, a weight of 5 points is assigned. Then 5 is a grade point for grade A. Okay, so grade is a symbol and grade point is a numerical weight. So for each grade level, a numerical weight will be assigned, which will be called grade point. So this is how it should be understood. For the award of undergraduate pass degree, a student must earn minimum 120 credits. This means for all the 6 semesters, and to earn a undergraduate degree, a student must earn 120 credits. That means he should study so many courses so that he is able to earn 120 credits in all. Similarly, for an honors course, one has to earn 140 credits. So like that, that means this is the minimum score or the minimum credits to be earned by the students for the award of a degree. However, a student may earn as many additional credits as he can cope with. That means there's no restriction in learning. Okay, even if a student has earned 120 credits for the award of a BA or BSc degree, he is free to study more courses, to earn additional credits, and these additional credits will be mentioned on his certificate. So there is no restriction. Okay, one can earn as many credits more than the minimum required, as he can cope. A particular course or a paper can carry any number of credits. It can be a 6-credit course, it can be a 5-credit course, it can be 3, 4, 2, 1, any number of credits, depending on the size of the course or number of learning hours allotted to is in a week. So this way, this is all about grade and grade points. This is nothing. Leave it. This I have taken from IGNO's program. So now let's come to the distribution of credits. How credits have been distributed over different papers. Each core course of category A, because at the BA level or BSc level, a student has to offer 3 main courses. Okay? So for each paper carries 6 credits, 4 for theory and 2 for practical. And in the courses without practicals, 5 credits for theory and 1 for tutorials. Same policy is for discipline-specific electives also, and also for the generic electives in category B. See, that means for category A courses and for category B courses, number of credits for each course will be 6. It can be 4 plus 2 or it can be 5 plus 1. In the courses where practicals are there, like courses in science, it will be 4 plus 2. 4 for theory classes and 2 for practicals. And for courses in arts and social sciences, it will be 5 plus 1. 5 for theory courses per week and 1 for, field work or something, or tutorial. So this is the distribution of credits for every course. So in categories A and B groups, all courses will carry 6 credits. All courses will be 6 credits in the first 2 categories. And for category C, ability enhancement courses, both compulsory and skill-oriented, each course will carry 2 credits. Every course in the 3rd category will be of 2 credits. So this is the distribution of credits over different types of courses at undergraduate level, both in honors courses and pass. Now, one question automatically comes up. What will be the criterion for admission to postgraduate courses? Because that has to be in terms of number of credits earned. Because achievement will be decided in terms of credits earned. And therefore, for admission to postgraduate courses, some criteria has to be developed, which will be in terms of credits only. So for entry to MA, MSc, or technical or professional courses, minimum 24 credits in concerned discipline related courses are sufficient. Let us try to understand this. If somebody wants to go for master degree in mathematics, then at the BSc level, you should have studied courses carrying at least 24 credits in mathematics, in that subject. Then he will be eligible for admission to mathematics, MSc. See, this is an important thing. Let's try to understand again. Suppose somebody wants to go for MA in psychology. That means he should have studied at the BA level courses in psychology carrying 24 credits. Then he will fulfill the minimum qualification for entry to MA in psychology. This is what it means. Okay? Let us now come to course structure. For undergraduate honors program, student must study 26 courses and earn 140 credits in all. See, for the award of a honors degree, BA honors or BSc honors or BCom honors, a student has to study 26 different papers in all the 6 semesters. And he has to earn 140 credits total. And this is minimum again. And if he wants, he can earn additional credits also. And out of these 26 courses, 14 have to be from category A, core courses, each carrying 6 credits. And that means 14 multiplied into 6 will be 84. That means he has to study 14 courses from category A, main, which together carry 84 credits. And then, in addition, he must study 8 courses from category B, which are electives. And these will also carry 6 credits each. Okay, so 48 credits in all for category B. So from category A, he should study 14 courses altogether carrying 84 credits. And from category B, discipline, that means from electives, discipline-specific electives, he should study 8 courses carrying 48 credits in all. And then we have the third category, 4 courses from category C. So 14 plus 8 plus 4, number becomes 26. Okay. So, and out of these 4, two have to be ability enhancement electives. Compulsory environmental studies and English or modern Indian communication. These 2 have to be compulsory, and 2 other courses have to be electives selected from a list of vocational or skill-oriented courses. As I told you earlier, in this category C, there will be 2 kinds of courses. 2 papers will be compulsory, environmental studies and English or modern Indian language communication. These will be compulsory, and then 2 will be selected from a given list of skill-oriented courses, vocational courses. And all these 4 courses will carry 2 credits each. So that the total credit assigned to this will be 8 credits in all. So total 140 credits will be 84 for core courses, 48 for discipline-specific electives, and 8 for ability enhancement. So that way, the entire, all the papers studied will carry 140 credits. So this is about undergraduate honors courses. I have shown the same thing in a table. Same for a BA BCom and BSc. So core courses 14, and then electives 4 discipline specific, 4 from generic, so 8, and then ability and enhancement courses will be 2 compulsory and 2 skill oriented. So that way, first column shows 26, and then credits assigned to them. So this is how it has been shown. Now, undergraduate courses in science. Here means BSc. for undergraduate general pass programs, a student must study 24. See, for honors courses, it was 26 courses. But for pass courses, it will be 24. Carrying 120 credits. 120 credit maximum. Sorry, this is minimum. Minimum credit to be earned for the awardable degree. And of course, with freedom to earn additional credits also. Now, out of these 14 courses, 12 have to be core courses from category A. And these has to be selected 4 from each of the 3 main subjects. See, 12 core courses will have to be 4 each from 3 main courses and carrying 6 credit as already discussed. So that way, and for practical courses and for non-practical courses, it will be 5 plus 1. And therefore, total credits for core courses will be 72. Because there are 12 in number and each course carries 6 credits, and therefore total credits will be 72 for core courses. And then for electives, the student must offer 3 discipline-specific electives. 2 from each of the 3 mains again. 6 credits each, so that in all it will be 6 times 6 will be 36 credits. And this will include 2 interdisciplinary courses also. So that the knowledge of the student becomes broad-based. So this is how the credits will be assigned, and this is how the credits will be distributed for a undergraduate course. And then, in addition, there will be 6 ability enhancement courses. 2 compulsory, as usual, environmental science and communication, and 4 electives. See, there were 2 electives in BSc honors, but now there are 4 electives. 4 electives from a given list of vocational courses. So that way, 2 compulsory courses and 4, out of the given list of elective courses, and which will all be skill-oriented courses, and all will be so designed as to take care of the local needs. So, and each will carry 2 credits, and therefore 6 times 2 is 12. So 12 credits each. And therefore, total credits for undergraduate pass course will be 120, 72 for core courses in category A, 36 for discipline-specific electives of category B, and 12 for ability enhancement courses of category C. And therefore, in all, it will be 120. So this is how credits will be distributed. And same thing in undergraduate course in social science and humanities. Again, 24 courses in all, carrying 120 credits, which is minimum. 12 core courses, 4 from each. Now, here there is a little diversion, 12 core courses of category A, 4 from each of the 2 main subjects, and 2 each from English and modern Indian language communication. Somehow it has been recognized that our graduates coming out of our universities are weak in communication. Not only in English, but even in our own languages. So that is why, in addition to compulsory courses of category C, the NEP also adds 2 courses at the category B level also. 2 each from English, meaning 2 courses of English language, in the English language communication, and also 2 courses of any modern Indian language communication. So there is a emphasis, more emphasis on communication now. as compared to what we had earlier. So this is, and then again, 6 courses from category B, discipline specific electives, okay, like we had in earlier, and these will also carry 36 credits, and therefore 72 plus 36, 108, and 6 ability enhancement courses, 2 compulsory and 4 electives, and 4 electives will be skill oriented courses. Now you can see that environmental education here is compulsory, and English language and modern Indian language communication will be taught at 2 different places, in the category B as well as in the category C. So this is how credits will be distributed over different subjects in general education course. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So this is a tabular representation of the same thing, which we have just discussed. Okay, this is the grading system which has been proposed by the university graduation. As I told you earlier, that assessment of students' performance or reporting of students' performance in terms of grades is a part of implementation of CBCS. So UGC has given this system of grading, pattern of grading, so as to bring about uniformity all over the country. That means all universities should have this 10-point system, sorry, 9-point system. These are 9s, where O stands for outstanding performance, and where grade point will be 10. Its grade point will be 10. And then A plus will be excellent performance. Grade point will be 9. A, very good. Grade point will be 8. B plus will be good. Grade point 7. B will be above average. Grade point is 6. C is average. Grade point 5. P is only pass. Grade point is 4. And then F is fail. 0 grade point. And then some those who remain absent, it will be 0 again. So in fact, effectively, this is a 7-point scale, because actual numerical grade point starts from category P. Right? So in effect, it's a 7-point scale. This has been proposed by the University and Commission to be adopted by all institutions. Again, UGC doesn't propose any method of awarding these grades. See, how these grades will be awarded, that will be decided by the university. Okay, but pattern has to be this, so that there happens to be uniformity all over the country. So this is the thing. Now another concept is credit points. See, we discussed about credits. We discussed about grade and grade points. Now we come to credit points. Credit point earned is equal to number of credits assigned to the course. Course means paper. Number of credits assigned to a course multiplied into grade points for that grade. Grade points to the grade achieved for a given student, by a given student. Here is an example. This credit points is a product of grade point. It's a product of grade point, weight for the grade earned by the student. For example, 7 for a B plus. For a B plus grade, 7 is the weight in a given course. And the number of credits assigned to that course, 6. So 6 multiplied by 7, 42 is the grade point earned by that student in that course. See, try to understand. If a student studied a 6 credit course, okay, if a student studied a 6 credit course and he earns B plus grade in it, whose weight is 7, then 7 multiplied by the number of credits, 6, is the credit points earned by the student in that course, in that paper. This is how it should be understood. Anyway, so this is also an important concept which will be used in computation of grade point average and cumulative grade point average. Credits are transferable. We have talked about it earlier. Okay. And then certification, transcript or grade card or certificate is a document displaying the course details, semester GPA of each semester, and overall GPA secured by the student after completion of the course. See, certificate will be issued only after completion of the course, and it will indicate, course details. The course is offered by him because there will be open choice. There is a flexibility of choice in choosing the courses. So it is not necessary that 2 students will have the same course. No, not necessary. The courses offered may differ from student to student, depending on their choice. So course details and GPAs for each semester, and also cumulative GPA for all the semester. This will be reported in certificate. Any additional credits earned by the student, and also if he has offered the research project or dissertation related course, that will also be mentioned in the certificate. This will also be mentioned in the certificate. So it should be clear. Now, how to semester GPA. What is semester GPA? Semester GPA is a measure of performance of a student in a semester. It will indicate only the level of performance of a student in a given semester. And this will be expressed as a ratio of total credit points. See, we have just discussed what credit point means. And there will be certain credit points earned by the student in each paper. And total credit points means, sum of credit points earned by the student in different papers offered in that semester, in one semester. So the total credits assigned, it will be a ratio of total credit points and total credits assigned to those courses which he has studied in that semester. See, this is the idea. It will be clear now. Suppose 24 courses are divided equally over 6 semesters and 4 papers each. Okay, because for a pass course, a student has to study 24 papers divided over core courses and electives and ability enhancement courses. And these 24 courses are divided equally over 6 semesters, which is not necessary. In fact, the student may study 5 courses in one semester and 3 in the other, not necessarily 4, 4, 4, 4. No. But we have, for our convenience, we assume here that the 24 courses are divided equally over 6 semesters with 4 papers each, where 2 will be core courses carrying 6 credits each, and 1 will be from category B, elective, again 6 credits, and 1 from category C, carrying 2 credits. So that the total credits will be 20 for that semester. That means the student will earn, if he clear all the papers, he will earn 20 credits for that semester. But how GPA will be calculated for him is here. Okay, GPA, how? Let's see. In a semester, the courses offered by him, by the student, have been given in the first column. You know, first paper, 6 credit course, second also 6 credit course, third also 6 credit course. And fourth is a 2 credit course, because this is from the ability and enhancement courses, third category. And grade earned by the student in these papers is B in paper 1, B plus in paper 2, and A in paper 3, and C in paper 4, suppose. And then grade points for these grades is 6 for B, 7 for B plus, 8 for A, and 5 for C, as given in the UGC pattern. Then we multiply 6 into 6, 36, and then 6 into 7, 42, then 6 into 8, 48, 2 into 5, 10. Okay. And then we add all the figures in the last column, which sum to 136. And this is the total number of credit points earned by that student in a semester. Okay. And we divide this number by 20, which is the number of credits, earned by him in that semester. The sum of the figures in the second column. See, 6, 6, 6, 2, it's 20. So 100.
सर ये एक ग्रेड पॉइंट है, ये कहाँ से लिया गया सर?
देखिए, ग्रेड पॉइंट UGC has circulated. I just showed you. See, I tell you. It's here. This is the pattern of University Grant Commission, which has been suggested for all the universities. All the universities will have a 9-point grading system with these grade points. For outstanding grade, 10 points will be assigned, which is a weight for that grade. Okay, and then for A plus, excellent. For A plus, 9 points have been assigned. So for B plus, which is part of our example, 7.
Good, 7.
Okay, so it is from that part only.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So when we divide by 26.80, this is GPA for that semester. GPA for one semester. Okay. So now we come to cumulative GPA for the entire course. Cumulative GPA is a measure of overall performance of it in all the semesters, expressed as a ratio of total credit points earned by him in all the 6 semesters and total credits assigned to the papers, all the 24 papers, or 24, all the 26 papers assigned to him. So it be ratio, like we calculated in the semester. So whatever process has been adopted for a semester, the same process will be adopted for computation of cumulative GPA for the entire course. And we assume that undergraduate program will be of 6 semesters. So computation of cumulative GPA process is the same. So we may follow that process, or alternative processes that we have with us the credit points earned by the students in each semester. See, we have already given them, we have already calculated their semester GPAs. And in computing semester GPAs, we computed credit points also for each semester. So if we have credit points for each semester, like 136 for first semester, 142 for second, 132 for third, 144 for fourth, and then for 143 for fifth, and 133 for sixth. So some of these credit points will be 830 for all the semester, and total number of courses credits will be 120. Because total number of credits for the award of degree is minimum is 120. So 830 divided by 120, 6.92. This will be the final score of this, for the entire course, BA or BSc, whatever. And if the student is pursuing honors course, then it will be 140 in the denominator, obviously. And the number of courses will also be 26. So this is how cumulative GPA will be calculated. This is the computational process. Semester 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then total credits earned in a semester 2020. This is how this is what we supposed. This is what we supposed earlier. And then semester GPA, because we calculate GPA in each semester. And then 20 into GPA multiply, that will give you credit points for each semester. And then divide by 120 and get 6.90. So this is the process of calculation of cumulative GPA, and this will be report. Now we come to the postgraduate courses. Briefly, we'll talk about it. Like we have credits assigned to each course at undergraduate level. Similarly, we have credits assigned to each course at the postgraduate level. And at the PG level, also there will be 3 types of courses: core courses, discipline-specific electives, and ability enhancement course. Same pattern is being followed here also. And NEP proposes 3 different postgraduate programs. 3 different postgraduate programs. 1 year course. 1 year course to have 52 credits, with 9 credits for electives and ability enhancement. Now, 1 year course for whom? This is the question. As a part of NEP 2020, there is a provision that if a student, due to some reasons, leaves the course after 1 year, he studies for 1 year and then leaves the course, he will be given a certificate, which will be recognized in the job market. In fact, so far what is happening, if a student leaves the course after 1 year, he is given a mark sheet only by the university, which is not recognized as a qualification in the market. Market will recognize only his intermediate certificate, and that 1 year will not be recognized. But now NEP says that 1 year study will also be recognized, will also be certified by giving a certificate, which will be recognized in the job. Similarly, after 2 years, there will be a diploma certificate will be given. If a student leaves the course after 2 years, he will be given a diploma certificate, and that certificate will also be recognized in the market. And if a student leaves the course after 3 years, see, in fact, NEP proposes 4-year integrated courses also. If a student leaves the course after 3 years, he will be given a degree. And certainly, that degree will be recognized in the market, 3-year degree. But if that student wants to go for research, he will not be directly allowed to go for a doctoral degree. He will have to complete a 1-year postgraduate. Let's have a little more discussion about it. In fact, 4-year integrated undergraduate courses have been proposed in the NEP 2020, in which 4th year will be a kind of training in research. That means 4th year will be entirely research oriented. And those completing 4-year integrated courses will be directly eligible for going for doctoral degree, admission for PhD, I should say. So 4-year integrated degree pass outs will be eligible for direct admission to PhD. Okay. But once a student leaves after 3 years, then, and if later on he thinks of going to research, he has to go for 1-year postgraduate course to be eligible for admission to PhD course. So this is why 1-year course is proposed. And then there will be 2-year course also, 2-year postgraduate, which will carry 100 credits. No, I missed differently. Let me explain again. See, 1-year course is for those who will undergo 4-year integrated course, but in the 4th year, they will not opt for training in research because it is optional. In the 4th year, there are 2 options. 3rd year is the same for all, but 4th year, there are options. A student may go for research-oriented program for the 4th year or academic program 4th year. So those who complete research-oriented course will be allowed directly for PhD. But those who complete 4 years but without research, they have to undergo 1-year course for joining PhD. Okay, but 2-year course will be for those who, after getting a 3-year degree, will think of going to research. So they have to undergo 2-year postgraduate degree first, and then they'll be eligible for going to research. So this is the pattern. And then there will be a 3-year postgraduate course also. Because an undergraduate course has also been proposed in the policy after +2. There will be integrated 5-year postgraduate degree, after school. So these are this is the structure. So 3-year degree course will also be there, which will carry 150 credits. With 47 for electives and 12 for skill-oriented course. All the 3 kinds of courses will be there. This is how it will be done. Now, let us come to the advantage of CBCS. What will be the advantages?
एक्सक्यूज मी सर, एक सवाल था मेरा कि सीबीसीएस मोड में क्रेडिट बेस्ड सिस्टम पर हम लोग ग्रेडिंग करते हैं, क्या सर परसेंटेज भी निकाला जा सकता है क्या इसका?
नहीं निकाला इसके बारे में हम बात करेंगे, अभी है अगली स्लाइड में।
ठीक है,
और इसके रीजंस हैं, आई टेल यू दोस रीजंस। वो यू कैन नॉट वर्क बैक, ग्रेड देने के बाद परसेंटेज, एंड दैट विल नॉट हैव मीनिंग because different institutions will conduct their grading system differently. अलग-अलग institutions अलग तरीके से कर सकते हैं, but grading pattern has to be the same as proposed by the University Guard Commission. But process of grading may differ from institution to institution, and therefore working back to the numerical marks will not be possible, and it will not be any meaningful also. Anyway, So teaching process shifts from teacher-centric to learner-centric. This is one advantage. Because what we did earlier was
पकड़ी के जो इमाम साहब हैं
हाँ वो एक बार प्रवेश लेके आया था मेरा लगे बाइक कहाँ है तुम्हारी?
भाई आवाज नहीं आ
आप
रही।
आप लोग माइक ऑफ कर लें प्लीज,
अंदर नहीं लाया।
प्लीज माइक ऑफ
क्या
करें।
बोला कि
सर
अंदर नहीं
आफ्ताब सर
लाया?
आपका माइक ऑन है। आफ्ताब सर
बाइक तो सब स्टूडेंट की
आफ्ताब
लगी
सर
हुई है।
आपका माइक ऑन है।
गेट बंद था, बोला अंदर नहीं जाने दो।
अच्छा
Okay, so shall we?
कानून आपका बताता है।
Anyway, so first advantage of CPCS is that it will be, the entire process will be, teaching process will be teacher-centric. Sorry, it will shift from
बोल लेते थे मेरा
teacher-centric to
एडमिशन कराने
learner.
को।
क्या?
बोल लेते मेरा एडमिशन कराना है।
किसका?
This means
पकड़ी वाले
किसमें?
it will be more psychology-based and flexible. So for
पीजी में
what we have been
एंट्रेंस
doing, that
एग्जाम
we
देना
have,
पड़ेगा।
वो सर बीपीएससी में 2-3 नंबर तक छट गया है।
in fact, so far we have formed groups.
किसमें?
बीपीएससी एग्जाम
If one
ठीक है
goes
होगा।
for BSc, he has to choose physics, chemistry, mathematics,
उनको
or
उनको कहो पहले अपने अपना अकेला दोस्त करें। गुमराह कौन गुफ्तगू करता है खड़े हो गए नंबर पर, शर्म नहीं आती है। एक बार मैं गया था उसको नमाज पढ़ने, उल्टी सीधी बात बोला जा रहा था।
अरे माइक ऑफ करें सर, सर आप अपना माइक ऑफ करें।
आफ्ताब साहब हैं।
विजयपुर सर से
रिक्वेस्ट कीजिए। विजयपुर सर आप म्यूट कर हो गया और होगा।
हाँ, shall we proceed? हाँ ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं। हाँ तब तो ये मैं कह रहा था कि one advantage is that the teaching process will be teacher centric now. Sorry, student centric. It will shift from teacher centric to learner centric, and it will be more psychology based because there is a flexibility of choice. See, earlier we had limited choices. We had combined the subjects into group: physics, chemistry, mathematics, or chemistry, zoology, botany. We had already made the combinations, and students were supposed to offer either this group or that. This it will not be there. Students is free to choose any subjects in the new education policy. He may choose one subject of science, another of arts, and the third of social science, main subject. This is allowed now. It has to be seen how these things will be implemented. That's a different matter. But this is the proposal under an EP24. So one thing is that student will have free choice and he can choose subject according to his interest and keeping in view his future career or whatever future plans he has. So he can choose subject accordingly. Second is that there will be a uniform grading system in the entire higher education system, for which structure has been proposed by the University Guard Commission. There will be a 7-point grading system as proposed by the University Guard Commission in all the institutions. But how that grading will be done may be decided by the university. It will depend on the teachers. So this is another advantage. And this will help the employers also in assessing the quality of candidates on common standards, because that will be a common standard. And because what is happening these days is that different universities or different organizations, educational institutions are giving grades in different systems. Like some are given their grades in terms of numerical marks, others are giving in terms of GPA, and then there are others who give in terms of grade. So there are different types of reporting of student performance. So there has to be uniformity in it. Once the uniformity is in place, it will help employers. And maybe after some time, the employers stop to conduct their own competitive examinations. Because now what is happening? Every employing organization or a company or government organization, they most of the times they conduct their own competitive examination for recruitment of their workers. The reason is that different institutions are giving awards differently, and it becomes difficult for them to compare. So if uniformity is placed in, then after some time, a time may come when employers will stop conducting their own examination and make recruitment on the basis of whatever GPA is given by the institution. Maybe, I don't know. The uniform approach of computation of semester GPA and cumulative GPA would help national and international comparisons, because the same pattern is now is being followed internationally. Grade point average, and these are the GPA. This is the pattern which is being followed. So this will be advantage, and we have already talked about flexibility. The teaching learning process will shift. Okay, and it would ensure student mobility also. Choice of interdisciplinary subjects, interdisciplinary subjects, and academic and skill oriented. This is another advantage, because so far in general education we did not have any vocational courses, and therefore our students were trained for no skills. See, today if a graduate comes out of a university, he has only two skills with him. He can read and write. That's all. Of course, these are also skills, but these skills have no market now. Market needs other skills which are not given at the education level. So now, after implementation of this system, the student will be ready to go for certain jobs, because he will have studied certain skill-oriented courses. So flexibility, internationally accepted system, that's okay. This we have discussed. And then there is a flexibility in time, institution. He can move anytime. Mobility of students, because credits will be transferred. We have discussed. We've talked about it. Then there are certain issues. के बारे में भी हम बात करेंगे. NEP 2020 proposes a paradigm shift and innovative improvement in structure, curricula, pedagogy, collaboration, subject. And it proposes to strengthen linkages of education with the employment market. Because there is a mismatch between what our education system produces and what is required in the job market. So there is it's hoped that once the NPE proposals are implemented, this gap between what is needed in the market and what is produced by the education institution will be filled up to some extent. So this is also another advantage. Then there are certain problems also. If you let us talk about that. See, because implementation of this scheme will needs improved infrastructure in terms of man and material, and hence you need more staff, you need more material, more you have to construct more buildings. Infrastructure has to be improved if we have to implement a CBS properly, which will require increased resources. You need more money. 3% of GDP, which is now being spent by the government on education, will not be sufficient. So government must increase funds for education. Secondly, because there will be a free choice of subjects for the students, the workload of teachers is likely to increase. And therefore, more teachers have to be recruited. And in other words, we can say that employment opportunities to the new scholars in the university system will increase. And then the teaching process has to be ICT enabled. That means all the teachers have to be trained in the use of ICT. And that's a big task. And large-scale training programs have to be launched by the government for training all teachers. We have 16 lakh teachers in our university system all over the country. And training them all in the use of information technology will be a huge task. It will be a big, big project. बहुत बड़ा task ये होगा. Now, as somebody asked me, original marks difficult to estimate. देखिए, original marks को हम नहीं calculate कर सकते because institutions may use various approaches in grading, because grading will be done by the universities. Of course, pattern is suggested by the University Grant Commission in order to bring about uniformity. But how to grade performance will be decided by the university. And because different universities will follow different approach, it will be different. It will be difficult for us to estimate the original marks. And each student will have different combination of subjects due to free choice. It may create issues of management of teaching work, including daily timetable. बहुत मुश्किल होगा. Daily timetable banana, because each student will have different choices. So these are some of the issues which have to be sorted out by institutions. And discussion has already started in the universities regarding how to implement certain important proposals of NEP20. So that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
for
sir.
listening.
Thank you, sir.
Friends, Professor
Thank you, sir.
Chaudhury,
थैंक यू सर.
थैंक यू सर.
इतना elaborate इन्होंने presentation दिया.
थैंक यू सर.
पूरे 90 minutes लग गए.
थैंक यू सर.
Sir.
If he permits, sir, we will have
Thank you, sir.
question answers if you allow us.
थैंक यू सर.
अगर
Thank you,
आपको
sir.
कोई
Thank you.
डाउट है, कोई क्वेश्चन है,
ऐसा है, हम लोग बीएड में लेसन प्लानिंग पढ़ाते हैं, करके आते हैं. ये हमारा ठीक टाइम खत्म हो.
थैंक यू सर.
प्रॉब्लम ये है कि भाई यूनिवर्सिटी और कॉलेज लेक्चर्स के लिए कोई बीएड की ट्रेनिंग ही नहीं है. देयर इज नो रिक्वायरमेंट. दैट इज द प्रॉब्लम दैट वी आर फेसिंग. लेकिन होना चाहिए मेरे ख्याल में, like B.Ed or every university and college teacher should be asked to do B.Ed also, or a capsule course of B.Ed kind of thing, say 6 months or 1 year, about pedagogy and all should be taught, so that these terms do not look foreign to us. ये हम रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं चौहान जी से कि ये गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की कई कमिटीज में होते हैं, वहां पे एक सजेशन डाल दीजिए, जैसा नेट का एग्जाम पास होना जरूरी है टू बिकम एलिजिबल टू अप्लाई फॉर असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसरशिप. सिमिलरली एटलीस्ट 6 months मॉड्यूल कोर्स और कैप्सूल कोर्स ऑन teaching methodologies and pedagogies should be made compulsory. मेरे ख्याल में
this is going to happen
my
shortly
personal opinion.
because government has started inter-university centers for teacher education.
हाँ, there should be. There should be.
There is one such center.
सर जिन्होंने बीएड न किया हो उनके लिए ना.
हाँ, जी. जो बीएड ना किया डुप्लीकेशन नहीं होगा.
Short term
training.
And that will be a kind of in-service training.
In service, yes.
Not before.
जिनको जॉब मिला है,
Not before.
जिनको जॉब मिला है उन्हीं को.
After recruitment.
Yeah, even the summer vacations can be utilized for this purpose.
Yeah, that will be done.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Any other question, friends?
यस सर. सर मैं अवधेश कुमार, मैं JNU से MA किया हूँ और वहाँ पर SGPA और CGPA तो है ही, उसके साथ साथ FGPA भी मैं देख रहा हूँ उसमें मिलता है हमें. तो ये FGPA क्या है? फाइनल ग्रेड पॉइंट एवरेज. ये जानना था सर।
नहीं, मेरे ख्याल से उसी को ऐसा कोई यूजीसी का उसमें तो है नहीं, उन्होंने कुछ नया चलाया हो। फाइनल में भी क्यूमुलेटिव जीपीए कोई कहते होंगे।
No, no, CGPA is equivalent to
8.42 है जैसे, और लेकिन FGPA थोड़ा ज्यादा होता है, 8.50 हम मुझे मिला है, और CGPA 8.42 था, ऐसा कुछ करके है।
तो उनका कुछ नया होगा।
सबको इंक्लूड करके मेरे ख्याल से फाइनल।
ना ऐसा है
फाइनल है।
JNU is the first university in India which introduced this grade system in 1970 itself.
Yes.
Or every university gives a formula at the end of the certificate, mark sheet or transcript, how to convert into percentage.
जी सर,
तो
सर्टिफिकेट के पीछे दिया हुआ है।
नहीं कर रही है। If some university is not following, they should evolve a formula कि ये परसेंटेज में कैसे कितना होगा।
हाँ, वो एक्चुअली देखिए इंडिविजुअल यूनिवर्सिटी में तो हो सकता है।
हाँ।
लेकिन
नहीं, I am talking about individual university only. Individual university should indicate in their mark sheet.
Yes. कोई ऐसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जैसे एनटीए वगैरह नहीं कर सकते कि
ना एनटीए के नॉट होगा। एनटीए हाँ जी,
गुड आफ्टरनून
सवाल हो तो पूछें। डिस्टर्बेंस।
गुड आफ्टरनून सर।
हाँ जी।
जी सर, एक सवाल था। सर मुझे ये पता करना था कि सर ये 6 सेमेस्टर के बाद जो है सर 7 और 8 सेमेस्टर एक तो रिसर्च के साथ है और एक सर विदाउट रिसर्च है। तो सर इसके लिए कोई प्रोविजन है कि रिसर्च के साथ 75% होना चाहिए तो तभी स्टूडेंट्स कर सकते हैं, अदरवाइज सर कोई भी कर सकता है। सर इन दोनों में क्या डिफरेंस है?
See, this will depend on individual university. अभी भी यूनिवर्सिटीज अपने आप तय करती है ये चीजें, उनकी एलिजिबिलिटी क्या होगी, है ना। तो रिसर्च में एडमिशन कैसे होगा, क्राइटेरियन क्या होंगे, यूनिवर्सिटीज आमतौर पर तय करती है।
जी सर, क्योंकि सर अलीगढ़ मुस्लिम यूनिवर्सिटी में तो सर 7-8 जो रिसर्च के साथ है उसमें सर ये हमें बताया कि 75% होना चाहिए स्टूडेंट्स का, तभी वो 7-8 सेमेस्टर विद रिसर्च कर सकते हैं, अदरवाइज आप फिर ऑनर्स करिए।
ओके, अभी हुआ होगा लेकिन मुझे ऐसा ध्यान नहीं है, मैं भी रहा हूँ तब नहीं था।
सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट यू सर, ये एनईपी के गाइडलाइन में लिखा हुआ है सर। ये एनईपी के गाइडलाइन में लिखा हुआ है कि सेमेस्टर 3rd में तक उसको 75% मार्क्स जो है लाना होगा, उसके बाद ही वो रिसर्च कर सकता है।
ओके, दैट मे बी बिकॉज जीपीए का क्या मतलब होगा भाई, है ना। तो मैं भी
वही कंफ्यूजन है सर।
ये हो सकता है अलग अलग यूनिवर्सिटी अपना तय करें। भाई देखिए, यूनिवर्सिटी ऑटोनॉमी तो कुछ होती है, सब कुछ ऊपर से थोड़ी तोड़ दिया जाएगा, कुछ वो लोग भी तय करेंगे अपना। तो मे बी दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग इज लेफ्ट टू द यूनिवर्सिटी। बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो यूनिवर्सिटी को छोड़नी पड़ेगी, है ना, जैसे वोकेशनल कोर्स क्या क्या होंगे, ये यूनिवर्सिटी तय करेगी।
अब्दुल बासित सर, वन मोर क्वेश्चन सर। सॉरी, आई एम मैं कॉलेज जा रहा हूँ सर, तो हो सकता है कुछ आवाज आ रही हो। अब्दुल बासित हूँ सर, मैं रांची से। मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है सर कि एईसी में जैसे सेमेस्टर 1 में हिंदी पढ़ाना है, सेमेस्टर 2 में इंग्लिश पढ़ाना है, ये कंपलसरी है, बट सेमेस्टर 3rd में मॉडर्न इंडियन लैंग्वेजेस है सर। तो क्या ऐसा पॉसिबल है कि मॉडर्न इंडियन लैंग्वेजेस में सेमेस्टर 3rd में जो है, या सेमेस्टर 3rd एंड 4 में दोबारा वो बच्चा इंग्लिश ले सके? क्योंकि ये ऐसा हो रहा है सर, रांची यूनिवर्सिटी में ऐसा हुआ है। तो मैंने इस पे अपोज किया सर कि मॉडर्न इंडियन लैंग्वेजेस में इंग्लिश नहीं आती है, तो यूनिवर्सिटी ने कहा कि नहीं, मतलब हम लोगों ने डिसाइड किया है कि ऐसा हो सकता है। तो क्या ऐसा मतलब एनईपी रूल के मुताबिक है ये या नहीं है?
देखिए, उसमें सीबीसीएस में तो एक जनरल फॉर्मेट है, वो एक्चुअली उसमें फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी है, यूनिवर्सिटीज भी कुछ अपना लोकल नीड्स को देखते हुए उसमें चेंजेस कर सकते हैं।
इंग्लिश
तो फिर मॉडर्न इंडियन लैंग्वेजेस और लोकल लैंग्वेज, रीजनल लैंग्वेजेस जो हैं हमारे यहाँ, जो झारखंड की रीजनल लैंग्वेजेस है, या हमारी जो लैंग्वेज है उर्दू है सर, या हिंदी है, तो इन लैंग्वेजेस को पढ़ने का मौका कहाँ फिर मिल रहा है इसमें?
एक्चुअली वही तो मॉडर्न इंडियन लैंग्वेज में कवर हो जाएगी सारी।
पढ़ने वाला वहाँ रहना चाहिए, नो, यू शुड हैव स्टूडेंट। अगर झारखंड में कन्नड़ा पढ़ने वाला कोई नहीं है तो आप पढ़ा के कन्नड़ा किसको पढ़ाएंगे?
सर
You know?
लेकिन झारखंड में मुंडारी, खोटा, हु और इस तरीके की बहुत सारी लैंग्वेजेस है सर।
ना स्क्रिप्ट होनी चाहिए, लैंग्वेज, इट शुड नॉट बी डायलेक्ट।
सॉरी, यहाँ पर 14 लैंग्वेजेस है जिसको गवर्नमेंट अप्रूवल सिर्फ नहीं दी है सर, यूनिवर्सिटी में पढ़ाई होती है सर।
देखिए ऐसा है, वी शुड गो बाय द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया वेयर ओनली 22 लैंग्वेजेस आर रिकॉग्नाइज्ड इन 8th शेड्यूल। सिर्फ वो 22 लैंग्वेजेस में हो सकता है, बाकी के लैंग्वेजेस में नहीं हो सकता है।
ओके सर, थैंक यू
सर। मेरा एक सवाल है।
हाँ जी, लास्ट क्वेश्चन बिकॉज टाइम इज रनिंग शॉर्ट।
क्रेडिट पॉइंट का मतलब से क्या होता है? क्रेडिट पॉइंट क्या होता है?
क्रेडिट पॉइंट्स बताया था मैंने। क्रेडिट पॉइंट्स हैं, देखिए मान लीजिए किसी स्टूडेंट का किसी उसमें ए ग्रेड आया है ना, और उसका वेट जो है वो 9 है। ए ग्रेड का यूजीसी ने जो दिया है उसमें क्या है, 9। ओके, 9 और 8 जो भी हो, और वो 6 क्रेडिट का कोर्स है, तो 6 into 9 54 इज द क्रेडिट पॉइंट अर्न बाय दैट स्टूडेंट। इस तरह से ये कैलकुलेट, ये एक्चुअली स्टूडेंट ने उस पर्टिकुलर कोर्स में कैसा परफॉर्म किया उसका इंडेक्स ये है।
तो परसेंटेज, क्या परसेंट मार्क्स हुआ सर उसका?
हाँ,
परसेंटेज
नहीं होगी।
अच्छा, परसेंटेज है।
2 नंबर्स का प्रोडक्ट है ना।
अच्छा।
एक तो उस पेपर के क्रेडिट्स कितने, मान लीजिए वो 6 क्रेडिट का कोर्स है, और उसमें स्टूडेंट का आया मान लो बी ग्रेड, ठीक है, और बी ग्रेड का जो है वो है वेट है 6 यूजीसी की स्कीम में, तो 6 into 6 36 is the credit point for that. Yeah, is correct.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. We exceeded by
Thank you, sir.
16 minutes. Now I request Dr. Amrendra Kumarji to propose a vote of thanks to our learned Professor Chaudhury sir.
सर ने सीबीसीएस सिस्टम के बारे में बहुत ही मतलब जानकारी दी। उन्होंने बहुत अच्छा जानकारी दी, और हम लोगों ने सीबीसीएस सिस्टम के बारे में सारगर्भित विस्तार पूर्वक उन्होंने बताया, और सारी बातें उन्होंने पॉइंट टू पॉइंट उन्होंने रेज करके बहुत बढ़िया से सर ने समझाया। इसके लिए मैं सर को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ। बीजापुर साहब को भी मैं बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ। उन्होंने सारी बातें, एक एक चीज को उन्होंने बारीकी से समझाया है। सभी लोग बिल्कुल ही अच्छे से, हमको जहां तक उम्मीद है सभी लोगों की बातें सीबीएस सिस्टम के बारे में अच्छे से उन्होंने समझ लिया होगा। उसमें कहीं किसी को कोई कठिनाई नहीं होगी, वैसी मेरी उम्मीद है। मैं आशा करता हूं कि आगे भी ऐसे ही चलता रहेगा।
Professor Chaudhury sir will share his PPT with me and then I will share with all of you. सर आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप अपना पीपीटी हमसे शेयर कीजिएगा, ताकि हम सारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स को 200 पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं अभी आप ऑल ओवर इंडिया वेल आप नोन हो गए सर। यू आर नोन ऑल ओवर इंडिया। Our 200 more than 200 participants will talk about you in every part of India.
Okay, that's right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is because of your kindness.
Thank you sir.
तो मैं आपको पीपीटी आपको व्हाट्सएप पर शेयर कर देता हूँ, ठीक है?
जी सर। थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू सर।
ओके, थैंक्स एवरीबॉडी। सबने बहुत
थैंक यू सर।
ये
थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू सर।
ये बड़ा अजीब लिंक है कि इसमें
थैंक यू सर।
2 जगह हम लोग नजर आ रहे हैं।
थैंक यू
जवान साहब जो 2 जगह नजर आ रहे हैं, मैं 2 जगह नजर आ रहा हूँ, जो सवाल पूछ रहे हैं वो भी 2 जगह नजर आ रहे हैं। यू नो, आई डू नॉट नो व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम। तो
अब डिस्कनेक्ट
हाँ जी सर।
ओके, थैंक यू
फ्रेंड्स। ऑल ऑफ यू कैन नाउ डिस्कनेक्ट एंड ज्वाइन द नेक्स्ट मीटिंग। उसका लिंक अलग है, उस मीटिंग को ज्वाइन कर लीजिए। इसको हमने पुराने सेशन को ही कंटिन्यू किया था, तो अभी नया लिंक आपका 3rd सेशन के लिए नया लिंक है। अपना ईमेल या अपना व्हाट्सएप देखिए और फिर उसको ज्वाइन कीजिए, बिकॉज ओनली 2 minutes आर लेफ्ट, बिकॉज दैट सेशन विल बिगिन एट 12:30. लेट्स होप our resource person will join soon.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
धन्यवाद दिए, थैंक्स देना पड़ा। हमें हमारा वही नाम बुला दिया, उठा नहीं, सब लोग ऑफ थे। अब मेरा ऑन था फिगर।
घूमने का सूट जाकर ना तुम लोग यहाँ दे आया था।
अच्छा अच्छा
आपका नाम लिखा हुआ है उन्हें भी।
अच्छा।
फिर हमको मैसेज आया कि आपका पैकेज डिलीवर हो गया। बोले भैया आप हमको तो दिए नहीं, आप कहाँ दिए हैं? कॉल किए फिर उसको, तो बोल रहा है दे तो दिया विजाटेक में, कोई लेडीज थी ऑफिस में, बोले दी तो बोले विजाटेक में देना था, हमने भी हुआ वो है।
हाँ
फिर आया, फिर लाके दिए और रख लिए हैं, नाम लिखा हुआ नहीं दिख रहा। अब ला के दिया तो बोल रहा है कि हम पूछे आप काहे ले लीजिए, उसको नाम करना, बोले हमको लगा वो आके लेंगे। ऐसा थोड़ी होता है, गजब हाल है।
नेक्स्ट लिंक
व्हाट्सएप खोलिए।
कहाँ है?
व्हाट्सएप खोलिए ना, नहीं मिला।
खोलिए।
खोलिए ग्रुप कहाँ है? 12:30 वाला ना।